Hello, Canes fans. I'm Alex Schwartz, joined alongside sixth-year head volleyball coach Jose Keno Gandara. And volleyball season is right around the corner. Coach, what's the excitement level like for you, your players, and your staff just a few days away?
Well, you kind of wait as soon as the last game of the season, and you kind of look forward to the next season. It's that exciting for not only the coaching staff, but the players to get back and ready for the first match again. So it's a fun time of the year.
You've been to 4 NCAA tournaments in your first 5 years, won 20-plus matches in 3 of them. What's been the key to your success here in Miami?
You know, I think it's that winning and the accolades at the end of the year have not been, there have been in the back of our minds, but the engagement in the process of learning and improvement has been the key. All we want to do and ask from our players is to come into practice ready to get a little better and do their best that day, and we believe if we do that, we'll be much better at the end of the year and probably worthy of a postseason invitation.
I know you're a team guy, but you have a pretty significant individual accolade that's coming up here shortly. Your next win will be your 100th here at Miami. What does that say about what you've been able to build, and what does that mean to you personally?
Well, I don't know. I think it's a tribute to the players we've been able to bring in, and for sure the players that were here before I got here, they made it really easy for me to get the plan up and running, and then the staff have been able to gather. I mean, it's been a little bit of a change every year, but we feel like we get the right people on the plan, and we go after it, and good things will happen. And so 100 will be awesome, and obviously we're after a few more.
In terms of those players, last year you had a lot of returners. You had 13 returning players and 1 newcomer. This year it's basically the opposite, 7 returners and 8 newcomers. How do you work with such a different type of roster one season to the next?
Yeah, I think it starts with understanding that every year is different. Even when we return 13 players, the demands were different. The expectations were different. They have been around. They have gained some knowledge, and so we reminded them of that. Like you learn stuff, you become familiar with things. You should be better. And so here we came in understanding that we have a young group and a good core of returners that have helped tremendously in the transition. But these kids, the new kids, we have known for a while. They knew what the expectations were. They trust us, and it's been really easy to coach them. So we have improved. We obviously kind of once we get a little better, you kind of get a sense of how much better we can become. So it's kind of this challenge to be realistic, but keep the expectations and the objectives in line.
Who are some of the other new names that fans might need to keep an eye on this year?
There's a few. You know, obviously we have the returners: Haley, Colby, Lisa, and Cam, and Sarah, and there's 6 of them. And Chloe Brown from Portland has had a great training camp. 2 DSs, Emily Damon and Maddie Nauman have really showed a lot of maturity as we get used to this new speed of the game. And then, Taylor is obviously being able to play with girls her age and kind of showed what she learned in the spring.
And then lastly, you mentioned her at the start there, Haley Templeton returning as one of the best players in the ACC, one of the best players in the country. What are you looking from her this season, both on and off the court with such a new team?
I'm just so happy for Haley. She's at a place where the expectations come from her. You know, there's nothing that we can tell her that she's not already thought about. Her understanding of her job, her work ethic, her understanding of what she's working on, and her leadership skills. You know, she's had to, now she's working with a young group, and I think it's been a challenge for her as well, but she's responding to it, and it will be critical for her to develop in that sense of guiding this young team with the expectations that we have for them.
There you have it from head coach Jose Keno Gandara. Will go for his 100th win at Miami in the season opener Friday night against Florida Atlantic right here at the James L. Knight Sports Complex. Hope to see you there.